You are the final boss of yourself. See, the thing is, whether you're on weight loss, whether you're on self improvement, there's a new final boss at the end of each level. What I mean by this is, as you keep evolving, as you keep making progress, as you keep trying to attain a better physique, attain veins, attain a better body, attain better hair, attain a better face, attain better looks, it's like the difficulty of the final boss continues to get harder and harder and harder. And you're going to have trouble really seeking through and finding ways to defeat that boss. Because let's say, for example, you want to get from the 5 out of 10 physique I have right now, from the 0 out of 10 physique I had, which was the 240-pound version of me, that took a lot of discipline out of himself just to get from the 0 out of 10 physique to the 3 out of 10 physique to the 5 out of 10 physique. And so there's a new final boss waiting for me at the end of the level. It's for me getting from the 5 out of 10 physique that I have. You can literally see it's windy outside. I'm not even where I live at, but this is a 5 out of 10 physique easily because of the blue skin, right? And the extra abdominal fat. And it's going to take a lot out of me to get to the 10 out of 10 physique. It's going to take a lot more discipline out of me to actually get to that level, to the level that I want to get to. And so in the way are challenges, and in the way is the final boss. And so you got to craft new abilities, craft new weapons, craft new items in order to defeat that final boss. It's going to take more discipline to get from the 5 to the 10 rather than the 0 to the 5. But the hardest thing is start. You see, the final boss has already defeated you. The enemies have already defeated you in the preliminary because you haven't even started yet. Let's say you're not even starting weight loss yet, or you keep relapsing on your corn addiction. That's not even you reaching towards the final boss. But once you reach to that end level of something new, of something satisfactory, and you beat it, you're then satisfied. But when you beat the final boss, that doesn't mean in the end you should get really complacent with things, because when you get complacent, then the boss is going to get harder and harder and harder. I mean, that's what I enjoy so much about life is it's a challenge. And every day I'm challenging myself to defeat that final boss, to grow into someone new, to grow more abilities, to grow more powers in order to conquer the things through life. You see, like me right now, obviously I'm in Spain and I'm filled with distractions, right? I'm filled with food, with traveling, and that can throw me off course from getting from the 5 out of 10 physique to the 10 out of 10 physique, to the 10 out of 10 physique. But to get from the 5 out of 10 to the 10 out of 10, you got to defeat that final boss. You got to do more than to just defeat it. You have to level up your skills in many areas and aspects of life. And that's why I've been trying to post more every day, post more on social media in order to grow my skill set, in order to grow my authenticity, in order to grow me speaking to the camera and helping people who used to struggle with weight loss. And so growing up, I was like a big time gamer. I played a lot of Nintendo games like Mario, Kirby, Pokemon, big fan of Pokemon, Zelda. I played other games like, Overwatch, RPGs, Skyrim, Final Fantasy. And, those bosses, you had to build your way up to get there. They were difficult. You had to retry at times. But then you defeat the boss, like the World 1 boss, and then the World 2 boss, and then the World 3 boss, and the bosses just keep getting harder and harder. That's the same thing with life and in general, really. When you level up through your self-improvement journey, is you got to keep going through the worlds in order to defeat the boss. And the hardest boss is usually in the final world, or World 8, or the special world, whatever you may call it. Most video games that I played growing up were formatted like that, or in RPG open world games, you like encounter harder and harder bosses as you went through, the game. And it just gets harder and harder. I mean, me being limited right now, it feels pretty hard because I took a walk, an hour long run, jog, walk. That's what I can do for the day, the cardio. I can also do abs. I can also do push-ups. It's not a gym nearby because I'm in the countryside in the middle of nowhere, but I am taking opportunity of what I have in the present moment. And as I journal, as I think about this, it's going to take a lot out of you in order to have the ability to defeat that boss. You see, with me in high school, the 240-pound kid was his own boss, was his own final boss. He was like the Ganondorf of everything. That fat kid just wanted to sit around, eat chips, eat sweets, drink Coke, be lazy, and absolutely do nothing with his life, which led to purposelessness and negative and harmful thoughts. Sometimes those habits still carry on into the present moment, like me wanting to relapse to lust, because lust is one of the greatest enemies, obstacles for many young men like me, like that are in my 20s, Lust is powerful. Or the gluttony, the distractions of social media, the instant gratification, the laziness of you not even wanting to make your bed this morning, or you not even wanting to get out of bed this morning because you're defined in the comforts of it, or you scrolling on Instagram, which I did this morning in order to relieve some dopamine, relieve a little bit of just gratification in your life. And that's not the answer. The answer is taking on the task. And that's what the 240-pound kid did. He took the task and the habits little by little and built his way up with armor, with upgrading, in order to defeat his final boss himself, in which he did. But then he still wasn't happy with what he had in the moment. And so what did he have to do? He had to continue developing himself in order to get to where he's at today. And it's so with me, my hair is okay, it's nice. Yeah, I mean, my jawline sometimes isn't there. I got pimples on my face from the trip, from the food I've been eating. Sometimes I still have the temptations to eat sweets where I'm at, and I do, and I fail, and I get guilty over that. But it's gonna take a lot out of you and me in order to defeat that final boss, in order to upgrade, to fight the final boss. So you are your own final boss, and you have to have the energy, have the willpower, have the skill set in order to get through each world and defeat the boss. It's going to take a lot out of you.